Hey everyone, it's Amanda and today we're making ornaments. To make our ornaments, we're going to need a 2-inch styrofoam ball, a safety pin, dressmaker pins, scissors, ribbon, and different colors of sequins. The first thing that we want to do is determine which end of the ball that we're going to use to be the top of the ornament. So that way we're going to stick the safety pin in so that this circle part is sticking out, and that's going to enable us to put the string or the ribbon through to hang the ornament. Okay. All right, so that should do it. If at some point the safety pin pulls out of the ornament, you could try sticking like tacky glue on it to adhere it again, but it should be fine, just like that. And then, so what we're going to do is determine what pattern we want to use for the ornament, if any, or you could do it completely random if you want. This ornament that I've already done, I did kind of a wave pattern with the colors. For this one, I think I'm gonna try doing with different, like the rings of color around. So we'll see how that goes. But let's get this back over here. Okay, so it's easier to dump some of the dressmaker pins out so that way you're not reaching in and potentially getting poked by the ends of the pins. And then the same thing with the sequins. And the sequins, you'll notice that one side, it's kind of like bent almost for the sequins. So we're going to be wanting to stick the pin through like the flat end of it so that the raised part is going to be it's going to be firmly against the ornament. So, like so. Okay, so this is the top. So I'm going to flip it upside down and start at the bottom. And I'm just going to push it all the way through like that. And then I kind of space them so that they're either right next to each other or overlapping just a little bit. It's a little too much. So I'll just move it a little bit over some more. There we go. All right, so you might find this happen. So if the sequin pops off, then that means either the hole through the sequin is too big for this the head of this pin, or that this pin head is too small. And you might want to try a different pin and sequin. All right, that should be good. So stick that in like that. Okay. So now I'm going to try to do a ring. Adjust mine a little bit. Try to get one more green in there. You might have to be pulling them out and replacing them, which is fine. There we go. Okay, like that better. All right, so now I'm gonna try to start doing some like a ring pattern around. So I'm gonna choose gold for my next color. And with the first set of pins that you're doing, they're not that hard to push through because there's not that many pins in there yet, but as you continue to build the ornament, it will get harder to push these pins in. So then what I suggest doing is, so let me get the next one going. So once it starts to get harder to push the pins in, what I would do is, you know, push it in as much as you can, and then when you start getting some resistance, see how this pin is sticking out a little bit, I would just push it against the table to get it in. Otherwise, your thumb might hurt by the end of it trying to maneuver around all the other pins that are in there. So we'll just keep going. So for my next one, I'm going to do the pink for my next ring. Okay, so then I would keep alternating the colors all the way up. I won't do it for this whole video because this one took me, I want to say, about 2 hours total to get all of those sequins and the pins on there. But once you finish getting it all up to the top, we want to string the ribbon through. So I'm going to just cut off a piece and then, all right. So what I find is easier is to just take one of the pins and poke it through the end carefully so you don't poke yourself with that. There we go. And then that's what I'm gonna feed through the hole at the top of the ornament. Try it on this side. You might want to try to bend the ribbon in half too, see if I can get it through there. this case, I was able to just bend it and fit it through. And then just tie it off. And then just trim off the extra that we don't need. All right, and that's all we need in order to make our ornament.